Yeah, this is my my 4x6 bandsaw. I've had the thing for 20 plus years. When I first got it, it had the flimsy legs on it. It was low to the ground. It's a real pain in the butt to use. And I remember one day I took the legs off the thing. I set it up on I can't remember, it was a stool or something. I set this here up on a stool, and I commenced to making some different legs for it. These right here, these are just flat pieces of 1/4 inch steel. They go up inside here, and with one bolt there, and there's another piece of flat steel over here, and a flat piece of steel in the back. And bolted those all in, made like a little U-shaped thing right there in each end. And this right here is just electrical conduit, 3/4 electrical conduit. This is 1/2 inch electrical conduit with the ends flattened out to be welded on right here. Yeah, it works great. It's way up. Right now the table, the thing is 34 and a half inches high. Yep, 34 and a half inches high. The legs are 34 inches from center to center of the legs, 34 or 21 this way right here. The conduit was just, clean the galvanized off it, welded on right here and so forth. The two braces, the thing was still kind of wiggly washy when I put these two braces on right here, which come back right here and tie into this, which goes on down for your wheels in the back. Got two wheels on here. It's real stable. When you set it down, the wheels slightly come off the ground, not much, but they're pretty close. But and then the handle on here, this handle is 2 foot off the ground, and there's a piece of what is this, 3/4 tube? Yep. Piece of 1 inch tubing welded on with a piece of a 3/4 inch tubing in there, and I pulled it out when I painted it, and that's where I quit painting it at right there. So I knew if I got out of here, it was pulled out too far. So when I leave it into that far right there, I'm going to pick it up and move it around. I pull the handle out to that point, pick it up, go wherever I want to go with it, set it back down. It's nice and high. It's easy to use. I got these roller stands that I use with it. I got a couple pairs of these. They're nice, real high off the ground. You can adjust them up and down to the height of the saw. When you use the saw, you're not bending over. Most of the steel I cut in this saw is all small stuff anyway, so you're up here higher. If you want to use it for a vertical saw, the height of the saw is just about right to work on for a vertical saw. They need to be higher up with the ground. They're just too low for the type of saw they are. This is a lot better setup. And thought I'd make a little video and show you guys what I did here. It was pretty cheap since it was all made out of electrical conduit. I just welded some braces across here to stiffen this up. This one here, the 1 inch pipe is underneath this piece here, but it welds straight in on the back side back here. You can see that. There's no actual critical height you got to put these in here, but this tube right here that you use for your handle needs to be 2 foot off the ground all the way across it straight. But the rest of it is all just nothing to it. Just weld some conduit legs in the thing. Set it up on something where it's sitting level. Get your conduit measured out. Draw yourself a little box on the floor, whatever. You make your legs fit right there like so. Weld them in. You got yourself one hell of a nice stand. I've had this thing like this for 20 plus years. Never had a problem with it. It's not a bit tipsy, like when you're using it on the vertical saw or whatever. To pick it up, it's heavy. It's really rigid that way. Nothing ever tips over or nothing. It's easy to move around the shop. It's high enough to use, and it's cheap. The electrical conduit doesn't hardly cost anything at all. But I've seen some other guys out there with some videos, and thought I might throw this in there. Figured somebody else could use it. And anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you later. Bye.